How to identify red flags and scam in the job searching for remote work. When people start looking for remote jobs, a very common question is, how do I know that the job is legitimate? How do I know that a company in a different country will actually pay me? Is a serious company? This is a real job offer? And let me tell you something, this is a very important question. So if you ever thought anything like that, you are in the right path. You need to be alert. You need to be open to the possibility that, unfortunately, some companies will try to take advantage of you, yes, you, when you are applying for a remote job. There are clear red flags, clear signs that the company doesn't really exist or they are trying to take advantage of you, and that's what we're going to cover in this video. My name is Juliana Rabbi and I'm a career coach for remote jobs. I help my clients to land remote jobs faster. I have worked for 15 years as a recruiter, so I know exactly what companies are looking for when they are searching for candidates. I have been working remotely since 2014, so I also know what remote companies want, what they are looking for, what they value in a candidate, and I know how serious remote work companies work, and that's exactly what I want to share with you today, so you don't waste your time, your money, you don't create false expectations when applying for some companies that clearly are not the right ones for you. Clearly, they just want to take advantage of you, take your money, mess up with you, so you want to avoid definitely this kind of companies. I want to share 8 red flags, 8 things that you should be very suspicious about if that happened to you during a remote work job search. The first thing is, whenever companies say that you are approved for a position without even interviewing you, that's not a good sign. I have seen cases that people send a text message or an email and you fill up a form and then they say, hi, you are approved for the position. This is not how serious companies work. So at least a job interview, some kind of assessment, online test or something, but not just filling up a form and then right after we tell you that you are approved. So if you are approved for a position without doing a single job interview, run away. That's not good at all. The second red flag is you try to search for the company on internet, on LinkedIn, everywhere, and you cannot find any information about the company. So the lack of information on the internet, especially nowadays, right, that you can find everything online, is a very bad sign. So if you can't find, for example, on LinkedIn, people that work for the company has no website, there is no trace of that company on the internet, that's very, very suspicious. The third red flag is when someone supposed to be from the company send you an email using a Gmail account, a Hotmail, or any kind of email that is not a formal company's email. It's so easy, right, to have a company's email, but still some people try to take advantage out of others, sending an email from a Gmail account. So be very alert and suspicious whenever a supposed to be recruiter or hiring manager or someone from HR send you a job offer from a Gmail account, Hotmail account, Outlook, and all of that. If the company is asking for your personal information, like photocopy of your documents, your bank account details upfront, like very early in the process, don't do that. This is how companies and people try to take money out of you. You know, they can use your information, mislead that to something that you definitely don't want to be involved with that. So whenever the company is asking for personal detail and information very soon in the process, stop right there. You not even need to justify why you're not sending them. Just stop the conversation, cut the bullshit. This is not right. Let's imagine you're moving ahead in the recruitment process. They say you are approved, and then you're going to talk about how to get paid, right? How the company is going to pay you. That's when you can also identify another scam. If they say they're going to pay you in some weird way, like only via PayPal or, through someone else's account, or I have seen so many weird things. So the normal way to get paid when you have a job is that they make a deposit in a bank account. That's it. Anything that is different than that, just be careful and check, with more attention. Don't sign up for something that you ended up not getting paid for. This is even funny, but I want to mention because sometimes it can be obvious, but still we need to be alert about it. When you read a job offer that has way too many spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, this is very suspicious. They might be using like a Google translator or someone that is not even, I don't know, a native in that language. They didn't care at all about spelling and writing things properly. So this is very suspicious. Not only in the job description, but also when they are sending you emails or any kind of form to fill it up. So if you see one or two type of mistakes shouldn't happen, but it can happen. But if it's too many in a way that is even hard to understand what they're saying, I had some clients with that. It was like, that was clearly a Google Translate thing. So this is suspicious. This is a scam. Don't fall for that. Another way to identify a scam in the remote work job search is when the position is asking for no experience at all and the conditions are amazing. Attention, I'm not saying that to apply for a remote work, you must have a certain amount of experience, years of experience, or be an expert in something. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if a job say no experience required at all, and then they pay you an amazing salary with great benefits, be suspicious, at least be suspicious. Every job has some requirements, and it doesn't mean that you need to have 10 years experience in the area. It can be like that you know how to use Excel, that you have experience dealing with customers, that you are, you can type in a certain rhythm, that you know how to write properly in a certain language. So everything can be a requirement for the position. So if the company says and insists no requirement at all, no experience at all, and the conditions are way too good, they probably are way too good to be true. You might not believe that people fall from that, but I have to say, because I have seen real cases of that. Some companies, fake companies, supposed to be remote work companies, they might even ask you to pay upfront for something that they're going to pay you back in the first pay slip and blah, blah, blah. No way. You shouldn't ever pay anything in the recruitment process for remote jobs or for any kind of job. So don't fall for it. I have seen cases that they said like the working visa, you need to pay up front. They're going to reimburse you that. You need to pay for the training, and after that you're going to be, reimbursed. You need to pay for the fee so they can send you the working laptop. No. Don't go for it. You don't need to pay anything during the job search or when you are approved to a position. So if they ask you to pay anything, send you a bank account or whatever, forget about it. Most of remote work companies, at least the biggest one, the most serious one, they will provide you the tech material that you need to work. Your laptop, work phone, any kind of headphones and mouse and all of that. Okay, I know that some companies might say that you can use your own equipment, but if they are not willing to provide you anything, it's also an alert among with other things. So if the company doesn't provide you any of the things you need to work and they expect you to have that upfront, also be alert. Last but not least, follow your gut. You know that sometimes you're reading, the job offer, you're speaking to someone over the phone, you're checking the text, and it just doesn't feel right. For some reason, it's not right. This is something that we cannot explain with words. This is gut feelings like here, but trust your feelings. So if it doesn't feel right, if the communication is not, happening in a nice way, if you're feeling pressured to, send up front your information, if you cannot find anything online about the company, if the communication doesn't happen properly, if the conditions are way better than you ever seen for that position, for that area, if your gut feeling is not, telling you to go in that direction, just don't go. There are so many legitimate, well-paid and respected job offers out there waiting for you. So don't fall for the wrong one. Don't put all the eggs on the same basket. Don't, pay for it. Don't put all your expectation in something that is from the beginning looking wrong. So if your gut feeling is tell you stop, listen to yourself. There is no reason to stop your job search for remote work. It's just a matter of do the right things. Avoid possible scams. attention to red flags, and use your time and your energy towards the right direction. Would you add something else on this list? I would love to hear if you unfortunately had a bad experience with a supposed to be remote work company, but by sharing that, we help others to not fall for the same mistake. So please feel free to share in the comments below how was your experience, if you have any tip, any suggestion, any experience to help among all of us to avoid those scams. If you like this content, please follow my YouTube channel. Every week I share new content to help you to improve your job search and land your dream remote job faster.